It was a day of chaos in Manyemen Maningouba during a meeting convened by the senior divisional officer of Maningouba, Kema William, on Tuesday to designate the traditional ruler. Various families openly rejected the SDO's attempts to impose a chief on them, as they had already chosen Hope Sona Ebae as the third-class chief of Manyemen village, following consultative talks held on January 3, 2025.
Because we know that we have our chief in this village. It's Hope Sona. That is our chief.
The people accused the senior divisional officer of corruption.
They we may we will suffer for you, so now SDO for Bangam they may will suffer.
Let money not confuse you into the place.
Because we want to do we think for house, man we pull chief, so we call he say, now we chief this. He not accept.
When you are getting money, don't confuse your friends. What law are you applying?
They insisted that anyone wishing to become their chief must be from Manyemen and must respect their customs by proceeding to the traditional shrine.
There are two contenders. One of them is sent for state duties to Kenya, Nairobi specifically. He sent you this letter that this talks can be called for him to come so that he too is here to see what you will do. And if you don't have a copy, I would like to submit this one to you.
After several hours of agitation, the senior divisional officer declared Mwe William Bisong as the third-class chief of Manyemen.
There was no vote. All of them came out as one person and presented the chief to us. Mr. Bisong William was chosen by the population, by the kingmakers.
This decision comes months after the senior divisional officer annulled his own prefectural order and instructed the divisional officer of Nguti to conduct fresh consultations, which occurred on January 3. Villagers are questioning the rationale behind another consultative talks.
We have a constituted list of kingmakers that families sat, wrote minutes and submitted to the Dio of Nguti. To our greatest dismay, today he came with his own lists, refused using the list of the Dio of Nguti, and they were even quarreling on the table openly. He even went to the extent when I wanted to ask a question to kick my stomach. SDO kicking my stomach because I asked a question.
In response to the ongoing tension, villagers have requested the establishment of a commission of inquiry to investigate eligibility for anyone willing to rule their community.
We are praying that the authorities that be should see how they can send a fact-finding mission to Manyemen.
This situation for Manyemen dey for inside Maningouba, on the side from Nguti, Ambazonians. Our people are in serious crisis. This issue for find a chief for Manyemen, it don't be a very long problem. Now you see exactly which way it happen. My dear people, the chief way population, they don't put them in place. La République coloniale Dio, they don't cancel them. They bring their own for impose them on the people. Now, our people they talk of the powers that be, they seek for a redress. Who you seek for a redress to who? When I hear that part, he talk say this. So if I say me the authorities, and which authorities? La Republic. So Atanganji Paul will bring chief for can force and for una. Then they still tell Atanganji say me intervene for that situation. Una be normal. For be the first chief for them because they want to use that chief for their private or personal interests. For continue the occupation of Ambaland, we go destroy the culture, the custom, and the tradition of the Manyemen people. That has always been the master plan. It don't always been the master plan of La République du Cameroon. My dear Ambazonians, my dear people, would they at the level for this particular struggle where people they still think say something good can come from La République? If you think say something good can come from La République, I don't tell you say think again. because you just waste your time. Nothing good fit come up for that place they call and say La Republique. I did tell you, nothing good fit come up from there. It don't always be evident. It don't be evident, my dear people. Say this, so their only objective is to steal, to kill, and to destroy. That is La Republique for you. That's what La Republique then there. The one can destroy the Manyemen people, their culture, destroy their tradition, destroy their custom. What is all that? Setting confusion among people, creating hatred, enmity, and all the like. At the end of the day, this matter don't go end fine. Because people that go dey village, they go want revenge, they go want to do that. Allow the will of the people to prevail. Why have you decided to suppress the will of the people? Why La Republique don't decide to suppress the will of the people? Why? Because of their private interests. Because of their private interests. Ambazonians, this message what they send on for now. Now for wake up what people them, for tell them say the very person where it oppress you, you know if you seek help from ye. You cannot go and seek help from Atanganji. You cannot seek help from Paul Biya. That's the same person who is oppressing you. That's the same person who is destroying your culture, your custom, and your tradition. The only thing who don't decide or don't stand for, and say we will fight back and take what you rightfully belong to we. We not go cry again. We not go to beg Paul Biya. We not go to beg Atanganji them. We not beg them for anything. Because all these colonial Geo them and the Kelebe them, they are there to intensify the occupation of Ambaland. That is it. So my people, nothing good can come from Egypt. It's clear. People that they oppress you, they occupy your land, you still go talk to you, the powers that be. They intervene for waiting. Ambana Hoha. The only hope we will get them to get what we rightfully belongs to we. And treat our people fairly the way they want, to do the right things for our land. Now only a free and independent Southern Cameroon, Ambazonia. God bless you and God bless Ambazonia. I will see you again for our next update.